जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
अब मैं भारत के राष्ट्रपति श्री रामनाथ कोविंद का 75वें स्वाधीनता दिवस की पूर्व संध्या पर राष्ट्र के नाम संदेश को पढ़ने जा रही हूँ। मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, नमस्कार। देश विदेश में रहने वाले सभी भारतीयों को स्वाधीनता दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। ये दिन हम सभी के लिए अत्यंत हर्ष और उल्लास का दिन है। इस वर्ष के स्वाधीनता दिवस का विशेष महत्व है क्योंकि इसी वर्ष से हम सब अपनी आज़ादी की 75वीं वर्षगांठ के उपलक्ष्य में आज़ादी का अमृत महोत्सव मना रहे हैं। इस ऐतिहासिक अवसर पर आप सभी को बहुत बहुत बधाई। स्वाधीनता दिवस हमारे लिए पराधीनता से मुक्ति का त्यौहार है। कई पीढ़ियों के ज्ञात और अज्ञात स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों के संघर्ष से हमारी आज़ादी का सपना साकार हुआ था। उन सभी ने त्याग व बलिदान के अनूठे उदाहरण प्रस्तुत किए। उनके शौर्य और पराक्रम के बल पर ही आज हम और आप आज़ादी की सांस ले रहे हैं। मैं उन सभी अमर सेनानियों की पावन स्मृति को श्रद्धापूर्वक नमन करता हूँ। Our nation, like many others, suffered great injustices and tyranny under foreign rule. What distinguishes India, however, is that the character of our nationalist movement led by Mahatma Gandhi was based on the principles of truth and non-violence. He and all other national heroes provided us with an invaluable blueprint to not only liberate the nation from colonial rule, but also to rebuild it. Gandhiji's struggle was for a return to Indian ethos and for human dignity. Now, as we look back to the 75-year journey of our republic, we have reasons to be proud of the considerable distance we have traveled. Gandhiji taught us that slow and steady steps in the right direction are preferable to rapid strides in the wrong direction. The world looks up at the miracle of India, home to the plurality of traditions, as yet the biggest and most vibrant democracy. Dear fellow citizens, in the recently concluded Tokyo Olympics, our sportspersons have brought laurels to the nation with their stellar performances. India has won the highest number of medals in the 121 years of its participation in the Olympics. Our daughters have achieved world-class excellence in playgrounds, overcoming many adversities. Along with sports, epoch-making changes are taking place in the participation and success of women in all walks of life. From higher educational institutes to armed forces, from laboratories to playgrounds, our daughters are making their mark. In this success of our daughters, I see a glimpse of a developed India of the future. I urge every parent to learn from the families of such promising daughters and provide opportunities to their daughters also to explore avenues of growth. Like last year, this year too, the scale of Independence Day celebration may have been reduced due to pandemic, yet our hearts remain always filled with enthusiasm. The intensity of the pandemic has come down, but the coronavirus has not yet gone away. We are yet to come out of the devastating effect of its recurrence this year. Last year, with the exceptional efforts from all, we had succeeded in bringing the spread of infections under control. Our scientists had succeeded in developing vaccines in a very short time. Therefore, at the beginning of this year, there was every reason to be hopeful as we launched the largest vaccination exercise in the history. Yet, due to the new variants and other unexpected factors, we suffered from a terrible second wave. I am deeply sad that many lives could not be saved and many more suffered immensely in this phase of an unprecedented crisis. I speak for the whole nation when I say that I share the grief of all the affected families with the same intensity. The science is coping with this invisible enemy of terrible might with remarkable speed. We can take solace from the fact that more lives have been saved than the lives lost. It was our collective determination to overcome the challenge that helped us see the weakening of the second wave. Once again, our corona warriors, the doctors, nurses and health workers, the administrators and others risk everything to contain the impact of the second wave. The second wave brought our public healthcare infrastructure under stress. The reality is that no infrastructure, even of advanced economies, could withstand a crisis of such enormous proportions. Efforts were made on war footing to plug the gaps. The leadership rose to the challenge, and the government's endeavors were supplemented by initiatives of the states, private sector healthcare facilities, the civil society, and others. In this extraordinary mission, foreign nations shared the essential generously, just as India had reached out to many nations with medicine, equipment, and vaccines. I am grateful to the global fraternity that came forward with a helping hand. Due to these efforts, the nation breathes a sigh of relief with the return of a semblance of normalcy. If we have learned our lessons well, we know that this is the time of extra care and caution. We shall not let our guard down. Vaccines are the best possible protection science offers to us. Under the world's biggest vaccination campaign going on in our country, more than 50 crore fellow citizens have been vaccinated so far. I urge all eligible citizens who are yet to get vaccinated to do so at the earliest and also inspire others. Dear fellow citizens, the economic impact of the pandemic is as disastrous as its health impact. The government has been concerned about the lower middle classes and the poor, as well as about the small and medium industries. It has been sensitive to the needs of the laborers and of employers who have been facing hardships due to the lockdowns and movement restrictions. Sensitive to their needs, the government has taken a series of relief measures last year. This year also the government had distributed food grains to about 80 crore people in May and June. This benefit has been extended till Diwali. Moreover, the government has announced a new stimulus package worth Rs 6,28,000 crore to boost the selected COVID-affected sectors. In particular, it is heartening to note that an amount of Rs 23,220 crore is being spent over 1 year for expansion of medical facilities. It is heartening to note that rural India, particularly the agriculture sector, has kept growing against all odds. In a recent visit to my ancestral village, Paronk in Kanpur Dehat district, I was quite pleased to find that better infrastructure is being developed to make life better for people in rural areas. The psychological distance between the urban and rural is now much less as compared to the past. After all, India lives in its villages, which cannot be allowed to lag behind in development. That is why special campaigns including the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi are being implemented for the welfare of our farmers. These efforts are consistent with the vision of an Atmanirbhar Bharat, a self-reliant India. With abiding faith in the inherent capacity of the economy, the government has further opened up defense, health, civil aviation, power, and other sectors. The government's new initiatives to promote eco-friendly renewable sources of energy, particularly solar power, have won praise around the world. If there is an improvement in the ease of doing business, it has a positive impact on the ease of living for all. In addition to these, special emphasis is being given to public welfare. For example, the dream of having a home of one's own is being realized thanks to the Rs 70,000 crore credit-linked subsidy scheme. The series of agricultural marketing reforms will empower our Annadata farmers and help them get better price for their produce. These are some of the measures the government has taken to unleash the potential of every Indian. Dear fellow citizens, a new dawn is rising in Jammu and Kashmir. The government has initiated the process of consultation with all stakeholders who have faith in democracy and the rule of law. I urge the people, especially the youth of Jammu and Kashmir, to utilize this opportunity and work on realizing their aspirations through democratic institutions. With all-round progress, India's stature is rising in the international arena, as it was reflected in our participation in several key multilateral forums, as well as in consolidating bilateral relationships with several countries. Dear fellow citizens, when India won independence 75 years ago, many skeptics thought democracy would not survive in India. Little did they know that roots of democracy were nurtured in this soil in ancient times, and even in modern times, India was ahead of many Western nations in offering franchise to all adults, regardless of any distinctions. The founding fathers had reposed their faith in the wisdom of the people, and we, the people of India, have made India a strong democracy. We have adopted the system of parliamentary democracy. Therefore, our parliament is the temple of our democracy, which provides us highest forum where we discuss, debate, and decide issues for the well-being of our people. It is a matter of great pride for all Indians that our parliament will soon be housed in a new building. It will be a fitting statement of our outlook. It will honor our legacy while also walking in step with the contemporary world. It is more than symbolic that the new building will be inaugurated in the year of the 75th anniversary of independence. The government has planned many initiatives to make this special year memorable, and the most exciting of them all may as well be the Gaganyaan mission. Pilots of the Indian Air Force have been receiving training abroad. When they fly off into space, India will become only the fourth nation on the planet to carry out a manned space mission. When it comes to the flights of our ambitions, we don't let any limitations define us. Yet, we keep our feet on the ground. We acknowledge that we still have a long way to go in realizing the dreams of those who won the freedom for us. Our Constitution neatly summarizes those dreams in 4 words: justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. We must strive for more equality in an unequal world, more justice in unjust circumstances. Justice has come to encompass a larger range of connotations, including economic and environmental justice. The road ahead is not easy. We will have to negotiate many twists and turns, but we have the benefit of incomparable guidance. It comes to us from diverse sources, from the venerable seers of millennia ago, down to the sages and leaders of more recent time. In the spirit of unity in diversity, we as a nation are following the right course. This vision derived from the unique Indian heritage is going to be helpful not only to us but to the whole world in this century. Modern industrial civilization has posed serious challenges before humankind. Climate change has become a reality of life, with seas rising, glaciers melting, and temperatures soaring. India is proud of not only adhering to the Paris Climate Agreement but doing more than what the country has committed to protect the climate. However, the world desperately needs a course correction. This is why the world is increasingly turning to the wisdom of India, as created by the authors of the Vedas and Upanishads, as depicted in the Ramayana and Mahabharata, as taught by Lord Mahavira, Lord Buddha, and Guru Nanak, and as reflected in the lives of the likes of Mahatma Gandhi. Learning the art of living in tune with nature requires effort, Gandhiji says. But once you establish a relationship with rivers and mountains, birds and animals, nature reveals its secrets to you. Let us resolve to listen to this message of Gandhiji and also to make sacrifices for the sake of the land we live in. The spirit of patriotism and sacrifice was paramount among our freedom fighters. They faced all kinds of challenges without caring for their own interests. I have seen that in the face of corona crisis, lakhs of people have taken enormous risks to protect others with the spirit of selfless service for humanity. I convey my profound appreciation for all such COVID warriors. Many of them succumbed to COVID-19. I pay homage to them. Recently, on the occasion of Kargil Vijay Divas, I wanted to visit the Kargil War Memorial Dras in Ladakh to pay homage to our brave soldiers, but due to bad weather, it was not possible for me to reach that monument. On that day, I paid homage to our brave soldiers at the Dagger War Memorial in Baramulla. That memorial has been built in the memorial of all the soldiers who have made the supreme sacrifice in their line of duty. While appreciating the valor and sacrifice of those brave warriors, I noticed that the war memorial has a motto inscribed, Mera har kaam desh ke naam, which means each and every deed of mine is for the nation. All of us should imbibe this motto as a mantra and work with full devotion and dedication for the development of the nation. I would like that all of us come together to take India forward on the path of progress with the spirit of keeping the interest of the nation and society foremost. मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, मैं विशेष रूप से भारतीय सशस्त्र बलों के वीर जवानों की सराहना करता हूं, जिन्होंने हमारी स्वतंत्रता की रक्षा की है और आवश्यकता पड़ने पर सहर्ष बलिदान भी दिया है। मैं सभी प्रवासी भारतीयों की भी प्रशंसा करता हूं। उन्होंने जिस देश में भी घर बसाया है, वहां अपनी मातृभूमि की छवि को उज्जवल बनाए रखा है। मैं एक बार फिर आप सभी को भारत के 75वें स्वतंत्रता दिवस की पूर्व संध्या पर बधाई देता हूं। ये वर्षगांठ मनाते हुए मेरा हृदय सहज ही आज़ादी के शताब्दी वर्ष 2047 के सशक्त, समृद्ध और शांतिपूर्ण भारत की परिकल्पना से भरा हुआ है। मैं ये मंगल कामना करता हूं कि हमारे सभी देशवासी कोविड महामारी के प्रकोप से मुक्त हों तथा सुख और समृद्धि के मार्ग पर आगे बढ़ें। एक बार पुनः आप सभी को मेरी शुभकामनाएं। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद। I have an announcement to make also. To commemorate the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, ICCR has launched a digital painting and poster competition. Let's watch together a video to get more information on this. Thank you.
After this speech, let's enjoy the cultural program organized by the Culture Center of the Embassy, and after that we will have refreshment. Thank you.
गाए जा तू राग केसरी मातरम 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 वंदे रग रग में गूंज रहा है भारतम 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 है बुलंदी में ये तिरंगा छोड़ के रखे हमका डंगा रे सुन लेना हिंदुस्तान कुछ भी कहीं देश प्रेम से बढ़कर कोई वतन नहीं है भाई, अपने वतन से बढ़कर कोई वतन नहीं है भाई। मेरा भारत कितना महान, मेरा भारत कितना महान। देश प्रेम से बढ़कर कोई प्रेम नहीं है ओ भाई, अपने वतन से बढ़कर कोई वतन नहीं है ओ भाई। मेरा भारत कितना महान, मेरा भारत कितना महान, मेरा भारत कितना महान, मेरा भारत कितना महान। हाँ, रंग बिरंगे परिधानों से सजा यहाँ का वासी हो, सदा अतिथि का स्वागत करने बढ़ा यहाँ का वासी। सभी ऋतुएं लहराएं ऐसी, चमन नहीं है ओ भाई, अपने वतन से बढ़कर कोई वतन नहीं है ओ भाई। मेरा भारत कितना महान, मेरा भारत कितना महान, मेरा भारत कितना महान, मेरा भारत कितना महान। होठों पे सच्चाई रहती है, जहाँ दिल में सफाई रहती है। हम उस देश के वासी हैं, हम उस देश के वासी हैं, जिस देश में गंगा बहती है। होठों पे सच्चाई रहती है, जहाँ दिल में सफाई रहती है। हम उस देश के वासी हैं, हम उस देश के वासी हैं, जिस देश में गंगा बहती है। मेहमान जो हमारा होता है, जो जान से प्यारा होता है। मेहमान जो हमारा होता है, वो जान से प्यारा होता है। ज्यादा की नहीं लालच हमको, थोड़े में गुजारा होता है, थोड़े में गुजारा होता है। बच्चों के लिए जो धरती माँ सदियों से सब कुछ सहती है। हम उस देश के वासी हैं, हम उस देश के वासी हैं, जिस देश में गंगा बहती है।
Namaskar and greetings on the occasion of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. As the tricolor unfolds at the Red Fort this 15th August, we will be marking a historic milestone in the journey of a civilizational state towards a contemporary nation. This is certainly a moment for celebration, but equally one for introspection and renewed resolve. In the 75 years that have passed, we, the people of India, have displayed a huge collective commitment to creating a vibrant democracy, a modern economy, and an energetic civil society. To that end, we have drawn on the efforts of untold and often unknown freedom fighters, as also masses of citizens who nurtured their spirit. We therefore pay homage to those whose sacrifices make our tomorrow possible. In this period, we have also seen the world change profoundly. Significant shifts, starting with the economy and extending to politics, culture, and beyond, have driven a rebalancing process that creates a multipolar world. In such a reality, the capabilities, influence, and the very personality of our nation has a growing impact on the world order. This ability to shape global developments through an optimal mix of hard and soft power constitutes the essence of our diplomacy. Our heritage, traditions, and practices are once again getting the recognition that they have long deserved. The celebration of the International Day of Yoga is symbolic of that development. This anniversary offers us an opportunity to present to the world many other facets of our rich and diverse culture. As a democratic polity, a pluralistic society, and an innovative economy, and as a culture of unmatched diversity, our contributions have a real weight and value. Our ability to harmonize tradition and modernity stands out in particular. It is in this spirit that we mark the Amrit Mahotsav. We commence a period of connecting the world closer to India and enhancing its appreciation of the many ways in which we enrich global society. I congratulate the ICCR for holding this special event, and I'm confident that its endeavors will help give the celebrations a special luster.
घट अंतर बाग बगीचे इसी में सिरजनहारा इस घट अंतर सात समंदर इसी में 9 लाख तारा इस घट अंतर पारस मोती इसी में पर खनहारा इस घट अंतर अनहद गरजे इसी में फूटा फुहारा कहत कबीर सुनो भई साधो इसी में साईं हमारा चंदा छलके यही घट माही आंधी आंखन सूझे नाही यही घट चंदा यही घट सूर यही घट गाजे अनहद दूर यही घट बाजे तबल निशान बहिरा शब्द सुने नहीं कान जब लग मेरी करे जब लग मेरी करे तब लग काज एको नहीं सरे तागड़ दग ता हम ताहा ता ता थाम थे तागड़ दग ता हम ताहा ता ता थाम थे तागड़ दग ता हम ताहा ता ता थाम थे तागड़ दग ता हम ताहा ता ता थाम थे तागड़ दग ता हम ताहा ता ता थाम थे तागड़ दग ता हम ताहा ता ता
के जेणाम जेणाम ताकी टाथीन तेना ताकड़ तकता जेंके जेणाम ताकी टाथीन तेना कीटा ताकड़ तकता कुकुंदारी कीटा त्रिकड़ जेणा कीटा त्रिकड़ जेणा त्रिकड़ जेणा धाकड़ तकता जेणा थे धाकड़ तकता जेणा थे धाकड़ तकता जेणा
थे दगड़ दगदा हम ताहा ता ता थे दगड़ दगदा हम ताहा ता ता थे दगड़ दगदा हम ताहा ता ता थे दगड़ दगदा हम ताहा ता ता
धाकड़ तकता जेणा ताकुंदारी जेणा ताकड़ तकता जेणा ताकुंदारी जेण कीणाम ताकीटा त्रिकड़ ताक जेणा कीणाम ताकीटा त्रिकड़ ताक जे धाकड़ तकता जेणा ताकड़ तकता जेणा धाकड़ तकता जेण ताकड़ तकता जेणा धाकड़ तकता जेणा थे धाकड़ तकता जेणा थे धाकड़ तकता जेणा
थे दगड़ दगदा हम ताहा ता ता 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 ताक थे ता हम ताहा ता ता धाधा तेरे तक धाधा तेरे दा हम ताहा ता ता धाधा तेरे तक धाधा तेरे दा हम ताहा ता ता कुकुंदारी कीटा त्रिकड़ झेड़ा कीटा ता हम ताहा ता ता कुकुंदारी कीटा त्रिकड़ झेड़ा कीटा ता हम ताहा ता ता त्रिकड़ झेड़ा ता हम ताहा ता ता त्रिकड़ झेड़ा ता हम ताहा ता ता
तत्थे 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 थे 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 दिंदा ता ता दिन दिंदा ता ताक दिन दिंदा ता ता दिन दिंदा ता ताक दिन दिंदा ता ता दिन दिंदा ता ताक दिन दिंदा ता ता दिन दिंदा ता ता दिन ता थे ता थे ता थे ता थे दिना कृतक दिना कृतक दिना कृतक दिना कृतक दिंग न धा 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 धाक दिंग न धा
saga 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 saga
सरस चतुरंग गाओ सब मिले, सरस चतुरंग गाओ सब मिले, सुरीले रसीले सुर ताल सुन, सुरीले रसीले सुर ताल सुन, सब नर नारी मिल आनंद मनाओ, सब नर नारी मिल आनंद मनाओ, सरस चतुरंग गाओ सब मिल, सरस चतुरंग।
Tiga 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 teya 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 ta 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 direk 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 da 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 direk 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 da da titina 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 tina tina titina tina tina titina tina tina dha titina 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 tina tina titina tina tina titina tina tina dha titina 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 tina tina titina tina tina titina tina tina dha
tom ta na na dir 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 tom ta na na tom ta na na dir 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 tom ta na sani da ma ga ma da ni sani da ma ga ma da ni sa ga ma da ni sa ga ma tom ta na na dir 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 tom ta na na dir 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 ta na 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 ta da re tare da ni da ni sa ga ma da ni ma da ni sa ni da ni sa ni da ma da ni da ma ga pa ma ga re ga ma da ni sa ni da ni sa sa ni da ni sa sa ni da ni sa
dagina tit dagina dagi dina ke sa tit gna gna ta da ta da gna gna da ta da gna gna ta da da ta da
सरस चतुरंग गाओ सब मिले, सरस चतुरंग।
Dagit digit 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 da dagit digit dagit digit da dagit digit dagit digit da
सरस चतुरंग सरस चतुरंग सरस चतुरंग गाओ सब में
संग ढोल बाजे ठाई ठाई ढम ढम ना नगाड़ा संग ढोल बाजे ठाई ठाई ढम ढम ना अरे ढिंग धड़ाक आजाड़ के सराक पैरों से बेड़ी जरा खोल नगाड़े संग ढोल बाजे ठाई ठाई ढम ढम ना नगाड़े संग ढोल बाजे ठाई ठाई ढम ढम ना
ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਤਿੱਖੀਆਂ ਛੁਰੀਆਂ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਤਿੱਖੀਆਂ ਛੁਰੀਆਂ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਜਾਵਣ ਹੱਥ ਨਾ ਆਵਣ ਹੋ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਭੁੰਡੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਮਾਰੇ ਹੋਏ ਡੰਗ ਦੇਖ ਲੋ ਓ ਬੱਲੇ ਬੱਲੇ ਜੀ ਸੋਹਣਿਆ ਦੇ ਰੰਗ ਦੇਖ ਲੋ